Drip like a pro? What the hell? How about just drip and vape and get your nicotine, get your flavor? Coilart is back with their newest RDA called the D Pro. And they say drip like a pro. What the hell is a pro drip like anyways? Just drip and vape. Alrighty, so here's the little bitty box the D Pro RDA comes in. Color options, color options, color options. You're going to have black, ultim, red, golden, silver, white, blue, and purple. Whoa, that is a lot of colors. So here's the black unit that came to me, and this has a matte finish, okay? And I've only dealt with 3 color options personally, but like I said, a matte finish, a very, very nice matte finish at that. Now here's the stainless steel D Pro that I've been rocking, and it is a polished finish. It's much shinier than the matte black or even the Ultim, and one thing about this, you got to keep it clean because it is a fingerprint magnet. I don't know if you guys can see that. Fingerprint, fingerprint, fingerprint. That may be a con to you. They should also include a matte stainless steel. Media blasted. That would be great. So here's the Ultim version. And the one thing I like about this over the other 2 that I just showed you is it keeps it all cool. I mean, because it's plastic, it's not going to get as hot. Some of you guys may like the Ultim, some of you guys may not, but that's why they offer different color options. They're 24mm in width and about 31.5mm in length from the base all the way to the top of the drip tip. And at the base of this device, you have a protruding gold-plated 510 pin, which means you can use it on your hybrid top cap devices. 510 threads are nice and smooth, and it says at the base D Pro, which stands for Drip Like a Pro, designed by Coilart. At the top of this device, you got an engraved D Pro 810 drip tip. Nice small bore, especially for an 810 drip tip. It's about 10.5mm bore, but it fits nice snuggy duggy, nice snuggy duggy. It's got an engraved, embedded O-ring, fat O-ring in there inside the top cap, and here she is. Here's the drip tip once again, and you've got this little concave that concaves in, and that's to prevent spit back and to increase the flavor. But yeah, it fits snuggy duggy, and it looks the tits. She's got a 2.5x3 oval airflow slot on one side, 2.5x3 oval airflow slot on the other, and you pull this sucker off, and here is the deck section. There's where you line your slots, your airflow slots up with those oval slots, and it's kind of angled down towards the coil, and this is meant for your dual coils or your single coils, but primarily your dual coil in my opinion. That's where you're going to get the best vape. And this is a postless RDA if you hadn't figured it out yet, but you got your connections right here, your slots, right? You pop your leads in there, you tighten down the hex screws on each side. And that's basically how it works, guys. And like I said, you want each coil to be as close to that airflow slot as possible. I can't emphasize that enough. That's where this thing really shines. The closer the coil is to the airflow slots. And surprisingly, the juice well is not that deep, but this thing holds a lot of cotton. And then on the deck lip, you got dual O-rings. Perfect restrictiveness, guys. Perfect tolerances, the O-rings are. So here's the build that I've been rocking, guys. This is a dual staggered build. Each coil is, I would consider it a macro build, 3.5mm. And I'm using a buttload of cotton, and I can just blap my juice on there. The airflow, look at this, look where each coil is. It is super close to each airflow slot, and that's the way you want it with this device. The more the cotton, in my experience with this RDA, the better the flavor, and you don't want the cotton going underneath each coil. You just want it tucking in on the side. And for those of you guys who do not know, this thing comes with a squonk pin, so you could pull the 510 pin that comes with this pre-installed, pop the squonk pin in there, and squonk away. And here's the squonk pin that comes with this gold-plated squonk pin. Now another thing I want to show you with the build that I have in here, look at the airflow, angled airflow slots. I don't know if you guys can see that. If you look down, it's going to hit bottom. It's going to reflect off the base and hit the bottom of each coil. So not only are you hitting the sides, but you're hitting the bottom as well. You're getting that indirect airflow and that direct airflow all at once on both sides. And once again, the juice that I'm going to be using today, I know this sounds redundant. This sounds like Groundhog Day, but I'm using transmission from the Merge line. I seriously cannot get off this stuff. This is the best fruity flavor that I've tried probably ever. But again, I'm a big strawberry lemonade guy. Transmission from the Merge line, again, strawberry lemonade with a touch of watermelon. You can get it at vapetrick.com, 25% off everything. Use code THANKS25. And I believe we're out of stock right now. I could be wrong. We may have gotten a shipment in today, but it just seems like we're running out of stock like every other day. But if you can't get it over at vapetrick.com, I'll post other links down in the description of where you can get it. What I love about this is you could just blat your juice on, guys. And since the airflow slots are angled, I've had no leaking. Oh yeah, here's the inside of the barrel. You have that conical thing going on, and the machining for this, fantastic, especially for the price point. But yeah, you line up the slots on the barrel with the slots on the outer deck. And you can adjust the airflow if you want, but when this sucker's screwed onto a device, all you gotta do is grab the barrel and you adjust the airflow. Boom. Oh yeah, and this kit comes with extras. You get extra O-rings and 4 extra hex screws. You receive an Allen key tool to tighten down those hex screws. Hey, and you get 2 pre-built Clapton style coils. Now, what I love about these Clapton style coils that come with this is the leads are clipped pretty much the exact same length that you should have them when you install them. The D-Pro kit also comes with organic Japanese cotton. And last but not least, they include this circular informational card with all their social media. And then on the back, it says D-Pro drip like a pro. So the build that I have in this mother chucker, you guys saw in the close-up, she's reading at 0.13 ohms, so it's a lower build, but I'm only vaping her at 56 watts, and I got the airflow wide open. You know the drill. First thing that comes to my mind is Hadley RDA. Now, I was not a big fan of the Hadley. It produced great flavor, but the thing that I did not like about the Hadley was the spitback. This one, the spitback off this is much less. Now, you still get a little bit of spitback, especially if you overdrip, like most other RDAs, but with this one, it's so damn saturated. The flavor, the hotness of the vape, it's hot, guys. 0.13 ohms, only at 56 watts. This is a hot vape. And with those 2 big coils in there, with the airflow being right next to it, okay, it's hitting the side of the coil, it's hitting underneath the coil. You are getting like, you're biting into the flavor. This RDA right here is for the vapor that wants a hot vape, that likes to run it in dual coil primarily, and then wants to draw kind of like the Hadley. Now it's kind of like the Hadley, but it's more. You get more airflow, slightly more airflow. This is not for the airflow hogs, okay? If you're looking for an RDA that's got a ton of airflow, turn this video off. It's not for you. Oh yeah, and here it is with the airflow wide open, just so you can hear it. It actually sounds like you're getting a lot more airflow than you are. You know, it's weird. It's kind of deceptive. Before you hit that fire button, okay, it seems like you get more airflow. Once you hit the fire button, that heat just ramps up. And it's because those coils are so close to the airflow slots, which is what you want because you're going to get the most flavor. You're going to get the hottest, most saturated flavor with this. And most of you guys out there aren't going to be vaping a 0.13 ohm build at 56 watts, even with this RDA. So, I mean, when you take it up, like let's say 70 watts, 75 watts, it gets scorching. For me, it does. Again, all this is subjective, but I'm just giving you an idea of what this vape's like with a 0.13 ohm build. 56 watts, hot vape. I mean, you could feel that vapor just cloud up that chamber, right? And that airflow goes from a lot looser to more restrictive, hot, saturated. Does that make sense? I think it's because the chamber is so small, so compact, and it's the way the airflow is hitting down at an angle. This RDA is going to be a winner to a lot of you guys, and it's going to sell a lot. I remember the Hadley. I wasn't a huge fan of the Hadley, but everybody and their brother loved it. That's how this is, but it's bigger. If you were a big fan of the Hadley, I think you're going to like this a lot. So now what I've done is I've closed off the airflow halfway. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Flavor freaking jumps through the roof. If I thought the flavor was good before, it just jumps. This thing produces, man. Another word to describe this RDA, intense. First, I want to go over the cons for this device. Okay, first con is this does not come with a 510 drip tip adapter, so you vapors out there that want to use your 510 drip tips, you can't do it with this device. Second, subjective con for you airflow hogs out there, you're not going to like it. It's too restrictive. Third, this RDA is not that forgiving when it comes to over dripping and spit back. If you over drip just a little bit, for the first 3 to 4 hits, I'd say you're going to get just a little bit of spit back. I mean, you're not going to drown in spit back, but you're going to get a little bit, and it may burn your tongue and your lips at first. So you got to know with your builds, with your cotton, how much juice to pop in there. It may be trial and error, but once you get it, I mean, you're going to be a rockin'. Oh yeah, another con that I found for this device, I did try this sucker in single coil mode because you can do it, but the problem is that the coil is so far away from the airflow slots. It does cool off the vape, which may be a pro to some of you guys, but the problem is the flavor just drops and drops and drops. I mean, significantly. Now on to the pros. You know how I love my flavor chasing mother chucking devices. This is a flavor chasing mother chucking device. Like I said, hot, intense, saturated, in your face flavor. Easy to pop your builds in there. You guys saw it's a poseless deck, got the big old round slots, those big old round lead holes. You just pop it in there and you go. Also, another thing that's really cool is they send you 2 pre-built coils like you guys saw in the close-ups, and the leads are pretty much the size. Like the 810 drip tip it comes with, it is a tighter hole than most other 810 drip tips. That's what she said. But you know what? I'm getting great flavor with this drip tip. It is comfortable, and I can use my other 810 drip tips if I please. The build quality for this, fantastic, and then the color options like you guys saw, the matte black, and then you got the Ultim, and all those other color options that's coming on the box. That's a pro. Back to the vape quality. The draw that I'm getting off this is halfway closed off. Yes, it's very, very, very tight, but it's nice. You know, the airflow when halfway closed off is a little bit too tight for me, but it's just so damn good. I've just been kept it like that. I've just been, what the f? am I saying? Hell, I've just kept it like that. That's what I'm trying to say. It's that good. Oh yeah, another pro I almost forgot to mention for this device, it comes with a squawk pen. So for you bottom feeders out there, you're going to enjoy it. Guaranteed that. I'll post a link down in the description to the site that I know of that is carrying this right now, and they're selling it between 30 and 35 bucks. Oh yeah, and that leads me to talk about the big question, the big answer of the day. Hey Rip, if you lost this puppy chucker today, would you go out tomorrow and buy one? Long story short, hell yes. Highly recommend this device. Highly, highly, highly. I mean, I think that if you're looking for all the stuff that I've mentioned, you got to get it. You got to at least try it because you will fall in love with it. Guarantee it. I fell in love with it, and I would definitely go out tomorrow and buy it if I lost this thing today. You just got to be open-minded. I mean, I like a tight, restrictive lung hit, but this, when you close it off, it's on a whole new level, especially for an RDA when you're rocking something like a .13 ohm build. But when you get used to it and you get conditioned to it, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, liked it, found it entertaining and helpful. If you did like the video, well then like the video down below. And if you want to see more of me, subscribe for more. This is Rip Trippers, and remember, smoking is dead, vaping is the future, and the future is now.